Hello and welcome back to the second part of our modeling series. In this part, we will be modeling the limbs. And remember, I have my references in PRF, and I also have some I am using right here inside of Blender. Let's dive in. So I'm going to bring in a curve, the basic curve. Oh, I did not explain what the curve is from the other video. A curve object is a type of object that doesn't appear in the final render until you give it geometry. And to give it geometry, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to the curve data tab and scroll down to geometry, and then you can just give it some depth, okay? Or you can go to profile and then give it depth, or you can go to presets and then you can tweak and play with the preset of your choice. And guess what, you can adjust the presets. You can adjust the preset to create some beautiful geometry. And another thing you can do, you can select objects, but this time around you need to add another curve object. Let's move this around there. Back to the base here, and then you click on this eyedropper and target a new one that you added, and then when you scale this down, you see this one changes, and then you can go to edit mode, subdivide, and then you can do this, right? You can create some nice looking geometry objects, okay? So let's focus, let's get back to business. I'll go to edit mode and then I'll move everything to the x-axis. Remember guys, I didn't move it in object mode because I want the origin to be at the middle. So back in edit mode and then SY0 to flatten it up, okay? And then go to my photography view where I have my reference loaded, okay? So you can check out my previous video on how I brought in my reference and my reference settings. Okay, so I'll go to edit mode and then select one point and then start moving it. And you see the curve object is made up of like a major point in the middle, and then there's this, I call it an anchor point, right? You see. So I'll select this, move it down, and just like the previous video, we are going to match our references. So I'll make this one free by pressing the letter V, free. Then I'll start adjusting to match my reference. And the difference between the free handle type and then the align handle type is that in the align handle type, when I do this, you see, it's affecting this other one. But if I don't want it to do that, if I just make it free, this part will just move without affecting this other part. So I'm going to make this free too. Okay guys, so I'm going to speed through this. I'm just going to make it match with my reference. E to extrude, R to rotate, okay? And then I'll scale it down. To extrude, so match up with this point I have here. That's it, and then I'm just going to adjust the handle to match my reference. Don't mind this blob we have over there, it can be fixed, don't worry, you just trust me. And then it's to extrude, select both of them, and then I'll press F. Come back here and then adjust this. This is twisted, let's adjust it, okay? Okay guys, I'll select these 2 points and then SX0 to flatten it up and then just adjust it. Okay, this is good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to mesh. I'll right click and I'll say convert to mesh. And then in this pop-up menu over here, I'll make sure keep original is selected so that I'll still have my curve object and then the Bezier, the new converted mesh. And you can tell by looking at this icon is the icon for curve, and then this icon, this triangular icon, is the icon for mesh. Okay, so I'm going to hide this curve object and check out the mesh. Oh, sorry, I didn't do something, so I'll delete this. Select the curve again, and then I'll go down to my curve data tab. Under resolution, I'm going to make it resolution of 8. And then now I can right click and also convert to mesh. So let's hide the curve object. Select the mesh object. Okay, this is good. I'll select this point like this, and then I'll press Ctrl X to dissolve vertex, or you can just select the vertex X and then you say dissolve vertices. Okay, so just mashing my reference. Oh, and I need to do the same thing here too. So I'm just going to dissolve my vertices. I'm going to speed through this part while I just evenly distribute my vertices myself. Okay, so I'll select this edge and then I'll press F to fill it in. If your F is not working, just know that this plugin is not activated. The F2 plugin, so enable it is a good plugin. And my face orientation is turned on, that's why I'm seeing red. So while in edit mode, I'll select everything Alt N and then I'll flip. Beautiful. So I will check out my reference one time to see what I am trying to build. I think there is this nice edge flow around here like this. And this. And then there's another sharp one here like this. So this comes like this, right? So I'm going to do same thing. So I'm going to add in 2 loop cuts. Let's make it 3 for now. Oh, I want to redirect my vertices. Okay, so I'll press K for the knife tool, select this point, select, and then press enter. I go to my edge selection mode. Okay, so I'll select this edge, and then I'm going to dissolve. Nice. So I'll do something with the bottom. So K for the knife tool, select, and select enter. And then I'm going to dissolve these edges. Beautiful. So for this edge, I'll just click it and then GG. I'm going to slide to somewhere around here. Let's see what I have. I want to check my reference. So this is that sharp one over here. Okay, so I'm going to GG to slide almost close to the ending. And then, or we're going to work on this. I'm sure it's similar to what I have up here too, of course. So I'm not going to touch that one. This one is going to be the middle one. Okay, so I'll select the edge ring and then Ctrl I to invert selection. I'll go to my top orthographic view, G and Y to move it out a third, and then let's confirm the thickness with what we made before. So I need it to be this thick. Okay, so let's hide them back again, and now let's add in the mirror modifier. You can just go to add modifier and then generate mirror. Okay, and you see, beautiful, because of our origin is right here. Since I have the box cutter adopt plugin, I just use the mirror modifier technique. Okay, then I'm going to enable the Y lines. Let's hide this reference for now, and that's what we have. Beautiful. And then you can right click and say shade auto smooth. Okay, but I have the box cutter and the adopt, so I just press Q and I'll say sharpen. I prefer using this method. So I'm just checking the thickness to see how it looks. Okay, so let's proceed. I'm going to select this point and I'm going to scale it down, but I will turn on the proportional editing, and then I'm going to scale it in the y-axis. Rather, I'm going to move it in the y-axis, not scale, to have it this narrow. So photographic view, and then I'm going to just do this. So I'm just moving G and Y to move, and then I'm checking my view. I'm just moving it so that it's going to match very well. Okay, so let me add in, this top is not narrow enough, so I'm going to move it some more so that I will have like a very peak top there. So let's just scale it down. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so same thing here. Select this part, turn on proportional editing, and then G and Y to move it. You can see I have to do same thing. Just trying to move it so that it will flow like, yeah, something like this. Oh no, I still want this GY. Let's do GY. Okay, this is cool. So let's add in the subsoft modifier. I'm going to the wrench icon. This wrench icon, add modifier, generates, and then I'll go to subsoft. And then I want to put my subdivision surface or subsoft above my smooth by angle modifier. Okay, so I have some more work to do, because if I turn on my reference, I can see that this no longer fits my reference. So what I'm going to do is easy. I'll go to edit mode, and then I'll enable on cage, so that I'm going to see how my mesh looks even while I'm in edit mode. So I'll select this edge ring over here, or let me select this one first. Okay, and then I'm going to add in a bevel width and an increase value of 1. Okay, next let's do the same thing. Edge selection mode. Let's select this edge, shift select this one, or rather control select this to select the shortest distance, and then let's make the decrease value of 1 as well. We can even give it a bevel width of 1 too. Let's see. I think I have to crease this one too. Beautiful. So while I'm in edit mode, I will switch to my vector selection mode, and then I just want to move this stuff around to make it more defining. Okay, remember I told you guys that we have this part to be very crisp and sharp, right? So let's see how it looks. Beautiful. Oh, that's not all. This whole edge here, I would like to dissolve it. So let's press Ctrl X to dissolve it. And then this one over here, I'm just, okay, I will go to my vertex selection mode. I will deselect this vertex, shift deselect the bottom vertex, and then I'm going to move G, Y. Turn off my proportional editing, then G and Y. I can see that it's clipping over here. I don't want it to clip. So in my mirror modifier, I'm going to disable clipping, and then let's do it again, G and Y. think I should add some more G and Y. Some more. So it's merging. Okay, so I'm going to deselect every other one and I'll leave only this part selected. I don't want it to merge, so I'm going to just move it out G and Y some more. So I'll select this edge. I want to deselect that part. Come over here, deselect this part. I want to move it out some more, so I'll move it G and Y. Oh, I didn't want, I still want this side to be narrow. Same thing with the top too, okay? So let's enable clipping and merge. Let's see if this part is going to clip and merge together, okay? So I'll enable clipping, nothing. I'll enable merge, nothing. Cool. This means we are safe. Can you see it now, guys? It has that nice edge flow. Can you see it over here? That nice sharp edge that we have over here like this. My drawing is not the best, guys. I'm sorry. Look at it. Something like this. Okay. Let's proceed. Let's make this feathery stuff. So I'll select the limb, then I'll go to edit mode, and then I'll select a couple of faces, and then shift it to duplicate, right click, P, separate by selection. Then I'll go back to object mode, and then I'll select this. So now I'm going to just I'm going to adjust it to match with my reference. So I went into my wireframe preview so that I will be able to see how it is. And another thing I'm also doing is that I enabled my snap, and then I make it surface. Okay, so if I click on this icon, it means it's going to snap automatically, okay, to the surface of my limb. But I don't like enabling it. I like holding down control. So when I move and then I hold down control, it snaps to the face of my choice, okay? That's the way I like working with snap features, okay? Oh, and then I'm going to disable the sub modifier. Delete this vertex, okay? Let's move this one backward a bit so we can add a loop cut over here, and then adjust this. And so this, I'm just going to move it here and then rotate it, scale it down, move it, rotate, scale it down, and then add a loop cut, rotate, and then let's just wait. Select this, rotate, move it, and then let's turn on the soft stuff and see how it looks. Okay, cool. I have to adjust this. Scale this down, move it, rotate it, scale it down again, and then let's add another loop cut over here and then adjust it. Beautiful. Okay, so this goes here. I'll add a loop cut here, and then I want it to yeah, so I just wanted to push this one narrow a bit so that I can adjust this slight curve over here. And as for this, I'll select both of them and then hit to extrude and snap this. Yep, this is fine. I'll put in a loop cut here and then I'll scale this one and it's add something like that. Okay, so I have this and I need to make this part more narrow, so I'll just select this, move it in, and then let's see, GG, G. Okay, I like this. It's narrow, it's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I can tell that this stuff is still inside, right? And I don't want it like that. So, but first thing, let me add in the solidify modifier, and then let's put it before or after the subsoft. Let's see the one that would better. Let's see after subsoft. After is rigid. Okay, let's do before subsoft, and then let's flip it the other way around, even thickness for now. Okay, let's try after subsoft. After subsoft is cute. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so what I want to do is to delete this middle vertex. So like I think like this. Let's see if I just delete vertices. Oh no, I shouldn't have deleted it. Okay, so what I would have done is disable clipping, disable merge, and then I'll move it out a tad. Cool, and then I will enable clipping, I will enable merge. Okay, this is fine. So we have something like this. Okay, let's disable the subsoft modifier, and then let's snap these vertices to the surface. So have that narrow look over here. Can you see it's this narrow field? Can you see it? It's just like it is on top of that shaft crease, and then this is the curve part. Let's see what we have over here. Not really. Let's see. Sharp points here. Yeah. So I could either move this one, I could move it down, or I could take this one up a tad. How does it look? It's ugly. Let's leave it like that, and then let's move this ones down a tad. See how it looks. Rotate it. I like this. Okay, let's enable subsoft. Then let's so move this one out a bit, rotate it in the X a tad, and as for this one, they have to snap to the surface. Or let's do it one after the other. Snap to the surface, snap to the surface, snap to the surface. Let's see how it looks. But I think I want it. I'll select all of them. I want them. Okay, let's select this one too. Let's put it inside. Cool. And as for this one, let's make it out a tad, just something as if it's flowing off the body. Okay. Something like this. I like this. But now I have to deal with these sharp edges. I think I can. Let's check out the crease. Yep, the crease was the ish. See, beautiful. I think I should take out the sharp edges over here. E clear sharp. Oh, it's not the sharp. I think it's the auto smooth. Aha. Okay, then I'm going to leave it. I like it. I'll have to deal with this part. Okay, let's try soft. Okay, let's let's duplicate our soft modifier, and then let's put this one after this. How does it look? Let's see. Yeah, I don't want it. I prefer this like this, and then I will bevel the edges so that it's going to be nice and crisp. Let's see. I feel like using this distance, it's hard. It's more like this. Beautiful. Let me not go ahead and make this tutorial so long. I think off screen, or rather off camera, I'm going to do some tweaking here and there to make that further look good some more. Let's add this into our bow collection. Then let's name it, double click, and let's call this one limbs, LIM. Then this one, let's call it limbs underscore feather. And that's it for this part, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next part. Peace out.